Hey y'all, it's Diane with Shawcraft One and my old barn door, and I'm back today working on some collage items for Haley's journal and the other journals that are going to go in the shop. And y'all, let me just tell you, I am so sorry for however many times I said and in the last video. I don't know what was up with me. I know I talked in that video about having brain fog, and I still have a little bit of it, so just bear with me. I am so sorry I said that so many times. I don't know what was going on with me. Well, I do. I mean, it was brain fog. So, I will try to not say and so many times today. I'm so sorry for that. So anyways, these are the tags that we worked on in the last video, and I thought we could work on some, I know I pulled this one out and we just ran out of time. So I'm going to not chit chat so much today, or try to. Y'all know me, I run my mouth, so. But I thought we could work on some different collaging today. And, like I've got a couple of these. They're just different ways or different kinds of collaging, and we'll make some, and then when I start stuffing those journals, or maybe even when I do the flip through of those journals, I'll show you ways to use these. Oh, there I go. I don't know what's up with me, y'all. Please forgive me. I'm going to try and not call myself out on it, because maybe you won't notice it if I don't call myself out on it. All right, let's just get started. Okay, so we need like a vintage book page. You can use, I know y'all probably have, if you're like me, have 100 of those Reader's Digest books that you've cut the cover off of, and you've got all those pages left. So let's use some of those pages. So I don't think this is a Reader's Digest. It may be. I have no idea. I don't remember. Let's see. Okay, so I think it's actually the same kind. And I just want to get rid of some of the white space around it, because to me, I know it's got you get the patina around it. Let me just make sure I'm in frame, because I'm sorry. This is my line right here. Okay. Have to tell myself that so that I don't go out of frame for y'all. Anyway, I'm going to get rid of some of this. You can save this if you want to, but if you are like me and you have as many pages like this as I do, just save yourself a few and throw the rest of them away. Otherwise, you'll have a whole tray full of nothing but these little strips. Okay, so let's get rid of some of the white space. Ooh, I probably should have kept that on the top, because I kept it on the top over here. But you know what? It doesn't have to be exactly the same. So let's just see where we get to. All right. I'm going to tear this bottom piece off, and I'm going to save this one because I'm going to need it, and I'll show you why in just a second. Okay, so now here's our base. So that's this piece. Okay, so now we need, the next thing I want to find is something big like this. Now this, when I started thinking about Haley's journal and how I would put it together, there's the again, I'm sorry. When I started thinking about her journal, I wanted it to, I told my friend Laura, I said, I don't want it to look like an old lady did it. I want it to be young and hip and, be that kind of a style, not an older generation kind of a style. Do you know what I'm saying? Hopefully y'all understand what I mean when I say that. So I went to, the only person I could think of was Amity Bloom, because she is about the same age as Haley. Actually, I think they're the same age. And so she had some really pretty digitals, and so I got some of her digitals, and this is one of her digitals. So that's where I got some of these from. And so I've got that one, and then there's this one, and I think I'm going to use this as the big piece for this. So this will kind of give you an idea of what it looks like, you know, when you use something different from this. In other words, it doesn't have to look exactly like this. You can use different papers. Just use this as like a template, so to speak. So I'm just going to take this piece here, and you know what? I'm just going to measure by this. Okay, so we're just going to go about right here. Let me get it straight so I tear it straight, because I tend to lay my piece on my mat crooked and then I don't get it straight and it looks funky. Okay, so let's just tear a piece of this off. Now this one's folded, so I had printed the coffee dye paper from my coffee dyeing kit on the back of it, so that's my one of my digitals. Okay, so then I want to, I'm just going to kind of measure this by this. Okay, so I think I'm going to make it just a little bit longer because I want to try to keep that date on there. So let's just tear right above that date. And see, that's a really pretty, like a French blue color. Okay, so that's about right. I think I can tear a little bit of this off the bottom. Take a little bit of that away. And this will be a piece that I keep because I like the color of it. Okay, so as I'm looking at my template, it looks like the music paper is underneath this piece. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my music paper and tear it and get it ready to go on there. Oh, I love this song. Oh, wait. This is a different one. No, it's not. Jesus loves the little children, all the children of the world. Oh, it is a different one. No, it's not. I used to sing this to Lyric when I was trying to get her to go to sleep when she was little. We would sing, Jesus loves the little children. Okay. A little sidetrack there. Alright, so I'm just going to take this, and I think I have this a little further over. You know what? I want to save this page. I want to look at that a little better. Let's use this page. Okay. It's a little nostalgic for me, so that's what I love about using these, though. You know, it brings back good memories, old memories that are fun and pleasant, and you know, it's a good time. Okay, so now we're going to, I'm going to just kind of line this up and eyeball it, so to speak. So I want to put that there. See, I've made this a little bit smaller than this one, but that's okay. Alright, and then we're going to slide this one underneath here, like so. And just kind of give me a gauge of where to tear it at. So I'm just going to tear it. I don't have to use the tear ruler. Okay. And then, you see these little layered pieces down here? They're basically just strips like this. So I just took a couple of them and glued them in, like right here underneath the music paper. And I did 2 of them. So let me see if I have another one. I might have to get that one I just threw away out of the bin. Oh, nope, here's one. Let's use this one. And I just like it because it just kind of gives it, it almost looks like a little ruffle there. So it just gives it a little bit of a layered look. Even though, I mean, it is layered, but. Okay, so let's use the tear ruler for this so that we can get it even with the side of the page. Let's get that over just a hair. And I'm going to tear there. And this piece I'll keep because I can layer again with it with that other little tiny piece. I'm not keeping the little tiny pieces. Okay. So now we're ready to start gluing things on. Where's my glue book? I'm setting my plate on it. Here we go. Here's the glue book. Okay, we're going to scoot this over. I'm going to start with this bottom layer because it's going to be the one that's glued down first. Where'd I put my glue stick? Oh, I put it where it belongs. That's why I couldn't find it. I put it where it's supposed to go. Okay. So I'm just going to kind of eyeball it, and I'm just going to lay it down like so. I'm going to line it up, you know, kind of with the words, the edge of the words over here, because I want to leave kind of, I want this to kind of look like a little bit of a ruffle, you know, but it's a paper ruffle, but it's still a ruffle. Okay, and then we'll take this other little strip and glue it down. These videos were not meant to be long, but I just can't help running my mouth. Okay, so we're just going to glue that right over the top of the other one so that it just kind of looks like a little bit of a ruffle. And I don't like my papers to lay completely flat because it just makes the whole project look flat. But if you leave, you know, the edges not glued so well, then you do actually get a little bit of a raised edge, and it gives it dimension. That's what I'm going for. I'm trying to get some dimension. Okay, let's go ahead and let's get a different glue page. And go ahead and glue our music page down. So I'm going to line the music page up with the words, and I'm going to leave maybe a couple of words showing at the top just to give it a little more height, or look like it's got a little more height. Okay, now let's glue this piece down. Whoops, went a little crazy with the glue there. Whoa, Nelly. Okay. Okay, and we're going to glue this page kind of a little bit higher. Well, I really can't go a little higher. Well, I can go a little bit higher than the music page. That's okay. It doesn't have to be an exact match. I know in the last video when I did the tag, I showed you an exact match, but I just thought it would be fun to do something a little different. Okay. So this one's going to be a little bit shorter, and that's okay. Alright, so now we need a piece for the edge and a piece for the bottom. So let's see what we have in here for the edge. Let's just dig through here and move some of that out of the tray. This is a piece out of an old book. It might have even been from a Reader's Digest book. I can't remember for sure. Oh, you know what? Let's use a piece of this. This was an old book, a very old book, a very vintage book. And then I did some gesso on here. And maybe I'll do a video and show you how I did that, because it's super cool the way they turned out. So let's put this over here on this side. We might can make it a little bit smaller. And let's make it a better edge over here on this side. Oh yeah, this book page is very old because it's kind of brittle, so it tears real easy. There we go. And then I think we'll make it a little bit skinnier. So let's take, sorry, y'all might not can see that real well with it laying on top of that book, or on top of the collage page. Okay, so this piece I will keep simply because I like the color. If it was just a plain piece like this, you know, I would throw it away, but I like the color. Okay, so let's take this piece and put it right here. And again, it doesn't have to be an exact replica. I'm wondering if it should have been a little longer, but I actually like that, so I'm just going to go for it. We're going to go with it. So I'm going to go ahead and glue that piece down, and be careful not to get the glue on the edge, because you're going to let the edge hang off the side a little bit. Okay, like so. And then we need, let's see if we can find, well, here we've got this piece that's embossed. Let's just use it. Even though it's a different color, I'm fine with that. So let's take the straight edge off. I will keep this piece because these are the pinks that I'm using in Haley's journal, so I'll keep it until I finish her journal and then go from there with it. And let's see, how wide is this? Okay, so we'll go about right there and tear that one. And this one's a little wider, so to speak, than that one is, and it's going to hide my ruffles if I do it like that. But that's okay. I kind of like it like that. And I like those colors together. Hopefully y'all can see that okay. But you know what? We're going to go for it with that. And I'm going to use my wet glue again for the embossed paper, just to make sure we get a good hold on it. Okay. I'm probably using entirely too much glue. Well, I know I'm using entirely too much glue. I always use too much glue. But it'll be okay. It's just my natural habit, I guess you could say. Okay. So we will glue this piece right down here on the bottom. And again, I'm going in the middle and making sure I get a good hold with the glue to paper in the middle. But for the edges, I like to leave the edges raised just a little bit. Just gives it a little more dimension. Okay, so now we have 2 collage pages. Okay, this one's a little bit different than this one, but that's okay. It's a little bit bigger, but you know, the whole point is to collage. Use your scraps and collage and have fun with it. And this just kind of gives you some ideas of things that you can do to, or you can make with your scraps to play and learn to collage. So hopefully you enjoyed that. I didn't want to make the video super long this time. Now on the back of it, you know, if you wanted to put some coffee dyed paper and make it, you know, be a journaling spot, you can do that. I probably will do that, but I'm not going to do it on camera. But you can go ahead and do that. You can cut the edges and make it look like a tag. You can put a topper at the top. But these are just simple, easy ways to use up your scraps and collage in a little bit of a different way. And hopefully it will help you to learn to collage. Not maybe learn how to collage, but learn to collage, if that makes any sense. Anyways, I may come back and do another video and show y'all how I did this. So I may do a video on that, and I've got a couple of other things I want to do some videos on too before we move into the farm journals. And like I say, I will do a final flip through of these journals, of course, before I move into the farm journals. So anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. If you have any comments or questions, leave them in the comment box below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for me if you will. And I hope y'all have a great day. Big hugs.